Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampACrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. We have another great fall card today from our Super Saturday class. This one has a lot of pieces. I'm going to show it to you real quick. We're doing a Slimline card. We have a ton of leaves in there. We're kind of going more of a monochromatic type of card theme. So the products we used are the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder. So we use the embossing folder and the dies. And then we use the Sweetly Scripted for the sentiment. This is an online exclusive. And then I used the So Sincere. I believe this is an online as well, just for the inside, but you can use anything you want. I did not need this stamp set for this. So let's get started. I reminded you that we have our starter kit special this month. We have our kits up to 30% off this month. We also have our something else. What is it? I don't know. Something else. Starter kits. Oh, Close to My Heart products are on sale for 30% off while supplies last. So lots of good deals this month. All right, so we're making a Slimline card. This card base is 7 by 8.5, and I will post all the measurements, but I scored it at the 3.5 mark on the short side. And then we're going to do a couple of layers right here. We're going with a white, basic beige, and early espresso theme color scheme. All right, I'm just going to layer this on top. And I'm going to pop this one up. Let's see if I have some big dimensionals. I only have the large and the black, so we'll use those. Okay, I love doing Slimline cards. Now we do not carry the Slimline envelopes at this time, so I did have to buy some online from Amazon, which you can. If you know we don't have a choice, that's what happens. Okay, now what I did was took two sheets of one of basic beige and one of basic white. And I die cut using the hybrid embossing folder. These are the pieces that come out. But you'll also notice that there are several pieces that are full leaves, but they don't come out with the die. It just die cuts 3 of the leaves. So what we're going to do is just cut out those extra leaves. And I probably should have done this beforehand to save myself some time because this is boring, and I apologize. So let me see. Today is Saturday. Today my husband and I are in Florida. That's where I kind of grew up. I was born in Montana. I'm just going to tell you a story while we're stamping here. We're cutting out all of our leaves, and I probably won't do a really good job because I'm trying to hurry, but you know, that's the way it is sometimes. So I was born in Montana, and I grew up. We left there when I was little. We moved to Pennsylvania, and then we only lived there a short time, and then we moved to Lakeland, Florida. So Lakeland was in that path of the hurricane Milton that just happened. And we still have friends and family there, so they were all safe though. And they're in the middle of the state, so they don't get the storm surge. And then my husband was born in Connecticut. In fact, in the same town my son-in-law was born in, which is pretty funny. And then and he grew up in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, which is further south. So we met in college at the University of Florida. We didn't really even meet until our 3rd year which is crazy because we were both in band at the Gator marching band, and so the band has an alumni group that I'm involved in online only. I mean, I donate and you know, when I can, but they have a football game every year that they have the alumni band participates in. And John and I, my husband, have not been to it since our oldest was 1, and she is now 35. She'll be almost 35. So she was very small when we went. So it's been 34 years since we've been involved in the alumni game. And we actually had the chance. Two of our college friends came separately within the past year, and they talked us into coming. So now that we don't have kids in school, and I'm not doing the craft show this year, we actually have a little bit of time, and so we are at the Gator game today. We did the parade yesterday, and I'm looking forward to it. The weather should be good. John's brother and sister are coming up to come to the game with us and participate in festivities, and I'm just really excited about seeing friends that were in our wedding, friends that we were very close with in college. So I'm very excited. I am on my last leaf. As my kids would say, nice story, Grandma. You know, but there you know a little bit about me. I was not a card making major. My degree's in music education, believe it or not. And I played the piccolo, the flute. I played a year in trombone in the band, and I also played tenor sax. But right now I can only play the flute and the piccolo. So I've been practicing. I'll tell you, John played trumpet, and he told me to practice, but I only heard him play one scale, and he didn't even play the song. So I don't know how that's gonna go. We're gonna see. Okay, now on these big leaves, we don't need the big leaf. It's not gonna fit on there. So I'm gonna cut them apart. And we're going to just do a lot of gluing. We're gonna glue all the way around. And I'm kind of using my sample as my guide. So I'm just gluing the bases. I'm not gluing the tips because we will be tucking some things in, but we have to keep it within the confines of the card. If we don't, it's not going to fit in our envelope. Okay, so an easy way to kind of do this is to kind of go like this. We're gonna kind of do opposites. We'll see how that works. Okay. I'm looking to see what's next here. Let's do this. And I'm just gonna tear off my stems. We don't need it. We want it all to kind of end right here in the middle, because we are going to be covering that middle part. So I'm going to put this one maybe up here. I think I'm going to do these separate. I'm going to alternate between white right here. Then we can pop some other ones in between. Okay, where's this one? So what we're doing is just kind of doing some different leaves there. Okay, these off the stem. I'm going to put these right here. Okay. Is this going to get messy? Yeah, a little messy. And I'm getting sticky. Okay, and this one. All right, now, sticky, sticky. We are going to add more. I'm just going to kind of look at my base, what's going to be covered. And then we're going to pop in some of these other ones. We're going to tuck some of these in. I might tuck this one in here. Tuck this one in right here, maybe underneath that. Okay. I'm going to do this longer one down in the corner here. Let's see which side. Let's do this one. And we've got this one. Which side? Hard to tell sometimes because both sides look good. All right, I've got 2 more leaves. Let's find a spot for those. We'll cut off the little ends there. We'll just throw that one there. Put this one up here. Okay, now, so, and it looks real messy, but that's okay. Then we have, I had pre-die cut some of these little detail leaves out of the die set. Let me get all the little pieces out of there. So I did 2 of the double leaves, and then I did 2 of the single leaves. And this is going to bring in our really great pop of color. And I'm going to just do a little bit of glue right there. And I'm going to put these, I'm going to put this one right here. Okay, we're getting real sticky and messy. Sometimes it can be a little tricky because we have so many layers, and you got to get it to glue to that. Okay, let's take this one. My hands are nice and tacky now. All right, I'm going to put this one down here in this corner. All right, glue down. And then we'll stick one more kind of up here. And then one more down this area. Okay, we're going to let that dry for just a minute and get all the glue off of our fingers. And we're going to stamp and heat emboss our sentiment. I've got this long, thin strip of early espresso, and I'm going to do this as a birthday card. Make sure our stamp's clean. We'll use some Versamark. And use our embossing buddy right there. All right. Going to center this. Not too bad. I was worried that might be it's a little bit high, but not too bad. All right, we're going to grab some of our new white Wow embossing powder. Tap off the extra, and we'll heat this up. Give that just a minute. Oh, I see a little dot of white that I don't want. Okay, that was close. All right, I think it's starting to heat up now. Sometimes it takes a minute to get going. Okay, I think that's all set. So we are going to adhere this. I'm looking for my seal adhesive. It is now out. We're just going to finish it off with our liquid glue. Okay, we're going to adhere it to a layer of basic beige. And then we're going to pop it up. And I'm just going to kind of shift that a little bit, kind of top to bottom. I'll do 4 of them across. It's pretty long. And we're going to adhere this right in the center. Is that the center? I got to be able to see. Right about there. Isn't that pretty? I love this card. Okay, now we're going to make a fun bow. So I've taken some of this beige, the basic beige bordered ribbon. It's 3/8 inches long. It's had a little bit of white on there. But what I'm going to do is cut the border off. I'm going to cut one side off. I'm just kind of cutting the edge, between the edge and the little white stripe there. Now you could tie it. It might be a little bit clunky because it's a little bit thicker ribbon. So when we cut this, we're going to just use the little fibers to make our fun, fluffy bow. And I don't know, well, I guess it's spring when we get this. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's spiders or silkworms or whatever. And you see floating from the trees, or you see floating as you're driving around town, all these strings of like silk floating through town. And it's probably spiders. Spiders or worms. But it's pretty. Yep, I'm weird, I know. Okay, I'm trying to pull out some fibers here. Let's see if that's enough from this side. I'm going to try to keep them together. It'll make them a little easier to tie in a bow. Okay, I think that's plenty. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to trim off any extra on the bottom. And I cut these long so we'd have plenty of room. So I'm just tying a bow. Look how fun that is with all the strings. It doesn't have to be a huge bow. Pull this one a little closer. Make sure our loops are even enough, and then I can take this and trim off however much I want. And then let's grab a glue dot. I thought I had those out. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to take it and kind of roll it up because I don't want it too big. It's not a real big bow, and I'm sticking it on the leaf above that corner. Okay. I'll just pop that on right there. Just adds a little fun kind of feathery texture to it. And then let's bling it up a little bit. I'm using the Adhesive Back Sparkle Gems. I'm going to use these silver ones. Here. Always have we have a lot of gold this year in most of our stuff and very little silver. And I love silver Christmas and silver. I love using silver in everything. So we're going to use silver on this. Okay, so we'll do a big, we'll do a small maybe up here, and then one more big. You know what? I'm going to put my small one down here. Come back. I'll put a small there. And let's stick this big one up there in the corner. You know what? I feel like it needs a couple more. I want one right here. And then we'll do one more small one. I don't know. Maybe that's it. We'll do 5. It's always good to do odd numbers. I like to do odd. If it's not 2, then odd. Okay, that is our card today. Isn't that pretty? Just lots of gluing. It'll be messy. I'm not gonna lie, but it's beautiful and it's worth it. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's project. Make sure to click subscribe. Please join my email list. I send out, you know, lots of different things, and I'm going to be trying to get out some extra projects just to my email subscribers pretty soon. I just got to get past October. I thought I would have time, and yeah, October got real busy real fast. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'll post measurements and supplies on my blog, so make sure to check that out, and I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye-bye.